right, so you know the anatomy of the digestive system, so why are we doing another anatomy of the digestive system? Well, notice this time we have two pigs, because we need to go back and recap how come we started out with this female and then we went over to the other pig to learn the rest of the anatomy. So that deserves a little bit of discussion here, because we saw something in this female that I've never seen in hundreds of pigs before. And out of 4 pigs that we grabbed to do these videos, that's pretty remarkable. So let's just kind of have a look, okay? Let's use some observational skills. So we can apply what we know to recall that we've got diaphragm, liver, and then we expect on the right side of the pig to see small intestines, and right, large for left, right, large intestines concentrated on the left side of the pig. And so we have this asymmetry, which is really interesting because the gut's just one structure. It's on the midline. And what's this asymmetry about? Well, so we made a model to kind of demonstrate that, all right? So this is a styrofoam pig, okay? So it's got a mouth, it's got an anus, and it's got just this tubular gut, this midline structure. But it doesn't sit on the midline because unlike the thyroid gland, it's big and long. Right? So it doesn't just all sit on the midline. The esophagus is on the midline, goes through the diaphragm, and then hits the stomach, and then you have a turn to the right. And then generally you're staying on the right for the small intestines, and then you turn left, do a bunch of loop-de-loops on the left, right, kink down, and then you're back on the midline at the sigmoid colon to the rectum, which we haven't seen yet, but we'll get there when we crack the pelvis. So cool, what's the deal? Right? And we have some right-left asymmetry, but that's because of the looping and folding that's required to get a long tube into a small space. So let's come over and look at this female now. So it's just like, looks pretty normal. We have a heart, we have a diaphragm, we have a liver. Cool, we got a lot of small intestines, but look where they are. They're on her left side. The small intestines are on her left, and the large intestines are on her right. They've got beautiful structure to them. She's got, this large intestine has a normal cecum. It's got a normal spiral colon. It's got a normal descending colon. Well, let's look at what's happening more like proximally to the mouth. Stomach's in the normal position, right? Spleen's in the normal position. Okay, let's come look. Pancreas is in the normal position, sorta, kinda. But look at this. Here's the duodenum coming off the stomach. Excuse me, here's the pylorus. The duodenum coming off the stomach. And then look, instead of the duodenum continuing posterior and all the small intestines here, the duodenum, it has a reversal of asymmetry. It doesn't stay on the right, it kinks left and goes under the sigmoid colon to continue on the left side of the body. Wow. So we have what geneticists call and developmental biologists call a reversal of asymmetry. Right-left reversal of asymmetry. And that's caused by a mutation. What consequences might that have had for the life and digestion of this individual once it was born and started developing outside of the womb? I only have that. We can only guess, not being developmental biologists. But that's the kind of variation that natural selection is sorting through. Number one. Number two, if this pig were a human and humans get the same mutations, it would be a really good thing for its gastroenterologist to know that these kinds of asymmetries exist. If, for example, it was getting a colonoscopy, because you want to zig instead of zag, because the gut's going a different way than you expected. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.